epilogue called Whining and Whingeing. Whining and whinging has never done anyone any good, and never will. One's state never one's state, no matter how bad, will never improve one iota from it. In fact, things will only get worse as one is indulging in bratty behavior. Multiverse can only respond with a slap to such an illogical audacity, even if the so-called parents don't. Beings here only whine as their parents allow them to, get away with it, as they themselves want to whine and whinge too. A de-evoluting cycle. God, that is so true. And he's very caring to actually explain this to beings, because beings don't even find whining and whinging a problem, because everyone around them has been whining and whinging all of their lives. Their parents whine, their siblings whine, and they whine about, they whine about their jobs, and they whine about, things not being fair. And at the end of the day, like, their whining and whinging isn't gonna solve anything. It's just like, it's almost like just wailing out to the sky, and just nothing happens after that. Like, nothing's gonna come of that. And like, if a being moves towards the higher, or starts to put attention on the higher, that's when things will actually start to change for a being. And definitely for one's gene pool, like the black race definitely likes whining. Like, a lot of, like, everywhere one goes, one just hears like black people just whining about all these kinds. They're whining about racism, they're whining about not having this, they're whining about slavery, they're whining about everything. But at the end of the day, like, nothing's going to change. Like, no one cares about their whining and whinging. And like how P says, like, the multiverse can only respond with a slap. It's like the multiverse is like the real caring and like parental figure that all beings like should have had, like, or should have experienced. Because like the multiverse is not going to stand for a being who's whining and whinging and complaining, especially since the multiverse provides everything for a being to get out of that situation. It's almost like beings are, it's almost like someone whining about being in jail, but the jail door is open, and they're just not deciding to walk out. It's kind of like that. And just basically, if beings just keep whining and whinging about like anything, it could be anything, like, they're just gonna be stuck, and they're not gonna move anywhere, and they're not gonna go higher. It's only when a being starts to, like, if a being makes the decision and say, okay, I'm in a hellish situation and I need to get out of it, and I need to find someone who is in a heavenly state, like a constant heavenly state, so that I don't have to be whining and whinging and complaining about every single thing. And that a being like should look towards is P, because P is always in a heavenly state. He's always having fun, always in a uplifting mood, and it's like a natural thing to move towards something that is more heavenly, and something that is like pain reducing, and something that is just like heavenly and playful and exciting. So yeah.